let's go with the Bollywood story.
So I'll tell you a very nice Bollywood story. I mean about Chhichhore only, okay? So I gave the audition and I was called and I was like, okay, so you got selected for Chhichhore. So I was like, oh my god, Nadia Adwala grandson, and now I'm doing Chhichhore. So I asked like, what is the character that I'm playing? So they said that you are part of the hostel of late Sushant Singh Rajput. He was a brilliant actor. I just wanted to mention it. So you are in his friend circle, and I was like, my god, I'm launched in Bollywood, so all my struggles are over.
I'm bringing home the money now. I am rich.
Yes, so I'm like, I'm going to play in like crores, lakhs, I don't know.
So
then I was already in that imagination like, okay, so I will endorse only these brands, not these ones, because so that's the kind of perception you have when you get your first big not a big role, I mean a big movie. So I was like, okay, that was my feeling when I got the phone call. Okay, now we go to the place where, you know, they are telling us, they are briefing us. So in the office, that is in Nadia Adwala grandson, we went to the office. So as soon as we went there, so this guy who was briefing, he was telling that, okay, you guys are just part of the other hostel, which is an enemy hostel, and all to the other boys. So to us he turns and he's like, you are the basically core group of Sushant Singh Rajput. And we were like, okay, so I think after this I will only sign these big projects.
I'll only work with Coca-Cola and McDonald's.
So
and
I
Shah
will,
Rukh Khan.
and now I have to, you know, reject few things maybe which I'm not liking. I have to read the scripts. These were my thought process, and it was all going extremely well. So one of the boy, I mean, we are friends now, and this guy, so he asks the guy who was briefing like, okay, so I'm thinking that can we develop our character like this? And he was like, really? So then I felt like, okay, how big a character is he that he's not even interested that, you know, we can develop it? So we were like, okay, let's hope that it first blow. Yeah. So next, we know that we are at the sets of Chhichhore. So I go there, and there's a Vanity. So I enter the Vanity van. So there are 3 other boys. So I'm like, okay, now we are 4. I thought that it was only me who was getting that break. Now we are 4 of us. So maybe we 4 are getting breaks. And then suddenly I see a lot of Vanities, and then I see names of big actors like Varun Sharma, you know, Tushar Pandey, and then Naveen Polishetty, Tahiraj Bhasin, and I was like, what are these big actors doing on our set? And then I realized, oh, these are the main characters. And we are secondary characters who are supporting these characters. Then I realized that, okay, now I think I can do all the brands that are offered to me. I'll do it. Not a problem. Nothing personal. Let's just do it. So that's the kind of things happen in Bollywood. Your expectation goes up like this and then it drops. But that's the fun of life, I believe. I mean, when you expect certain things and it does not turn out to be, you have to make fun of it and move ahead and just do well and not give up, because people sometimes get disappointed that what they were expecting and they have not got, and they are losing a lot of time being disappointed, remaining disappointed. And I was never disappointed. We all the people who were there, 3-4 of us, we just laughed it off because we 4 were imagining it the same way. So it was very, very, very funny. We all laughed it off, and then we started working on it. And I'm so happy that I met a director like Nitesh Tiwari sir, who is the director of Chhichhore, and he's such a wonderful human being. So talking to him, we realized that how you have to go slowly in this industry and grow. And I think whatever you do in life, you may be really good at it, but to reach a certain level and to prove what kind of metal you have, you need time. You can't be like, okay, I'm starting today and tomorrow I'm a star. And even if you become a star overnight, you have to understand that anybody who becomes a star overnight has 10 to 15 years of long hard work behind him, which you have not seen, only he has been through. And I think you as a person have to always remember that and not give up, because sometimes we are always there and we just give up when we are there. And I think that's sad.
Have you had, while you were going for castings, have you had like either weird offers like, oh,
Casting couch?
basically,
Such a polite way to ask. That was so sweet. Okay.
no, I was gonna ask, has someone asked you to shoot in their porn? But this doesn't even have to be casting couch. It's
Oh,
like,
just
wanted to be on camera.
some movies like B grade movies or something.
No,
like
that
C grade
not
movies.
even that. It's like, have you had any like sleazy casting agent that tried to take advantage of you or some shit?
Oh no, never, because I think I was always using. I mean, wherever I went, I was always introducing myself as
Major.
Some people knew that we have to back off. Okay, one time it happened while I was in Jalandhar. So there was this guy who was telling me, and I knew he was fake. From the very first day, I knew he was offering me big roles. And he was like, I'll tell these directors.
Yeah.
So I was like, I knew he was fake because my intuition works. Being in the army, I've dealt with so many human beings that whenever he just spoke and I knew it. So I wanted to really tell him that just buzz off from here. But then I decided that, okay, rather than telling him to buzz off, why don't I play along and see what kind of, what kind of shit he tries to get, offer he has for me. So he kept telling me like, okay, you have this. First day he called me for a meeting and he was like, we are doing this movie, so you have this character and all. So I'll speak to the directors. Typical idiotic approach. I mean, come on, at least if you are trying to be fake, trying to be better fake. Don't try to be such a moron.
Yeah.
So he was doing that, and then I was like, okay, very nice. Next day he calls me and he's like, okay, this is what you are doing. So we will have you, after the movie we will have the have the advertisements. We will advertise you everywhere and all. And then I was like, okay, nice,
sounds nice,
nice. And
now where's the catch?
And then the third, fourth day, when he met for the fourth time, then he was like, okay, so basically you have to just invest some money so that we can at least start off with the advertising. So I was like, how much do I have to invest?
Oh no,
just see how funny it is. He was like,
let me guess a number.
Yeah,
let me throw a number around. 2.5 lakhs.
Oh my god, you're close, but not 2.5 lakhs. It's 1.5 lakhs. So he asked me.
I was so close.
Yes,
I was so close.
I hope nobody has approached you the same way. Has they? She is also a target as well. And
I'm worse. I get even weirder offers. Mine are straight up casting couch.
Oh.
I get at least one offer of nudes versus promotion per day. You can stop. It's never gonna work.
Yeah.
I don't sell my nudes for exposure.
Just stop. Don't do that.
I don't sell my nudes for exposure. I sell them for actual cash on my OnlyFans.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Oh, she also didn't. Okay. So now this guy started off with 1.5 lakh. So I was like.
And then you negotiate because it's India.
Yes. So it's like a sabzi bazaar. It's like tomato. He's selling tomatoes to me. So I'm like, sorry, I can't pay such an amount. It's not possible for me. And you know what he says?
What amount can you pay?
So what you do is you give me 50 now. Comes from 1.5 to 50. I was like, okay, let's play with him more.
What? From 1.5 lakhs to 50,000,
50,000.
not 50 rupees.
Oh no, 50,000 rupees.
No, because it would have been so beautiful if it was like if he had been like, oh no, just give me 50 rupees.
If he would have come to 50, I would have slapped him right there. And at least be in your character for a while.
Yeah, at least pretend. And,
that you are big.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, 50,000. I was like, oh, that's not possible. I mean, even if I give 50% of my salary, 50,000 is not possible. So that's not possible. What is it? He's like, can you pay 25? I was like, so not now.
Can you
but
pay 6 rupees?
No, I was like,
give me a tomato?
It was like that. No, so that's just. So he was like, 25,000. Can you give me? I was like, no, 25,000. No. He was like, but right now, how much can you pay? Right now. So he came to right now. I said, right now, sir, I don't have any money.
Right now, sir, I'll give you my shoes.
It was like, and you know what he said? How much money do you have in your purse?
Oh, 50 rupees. We got there.
That was the time I held him by the collar. Sorry.
Seriously?
Yeah, I did that, and I was like, so I'll tell you this in Hindi because this was like.
Go ahead.
beep.
I
I'm
know what that
beeping it
was.
myself.
I know what that was.
Yeah.
I will subtitle it.
साले औकात में है, तब से मजाक कर रहा है और तू इतना घटिया इंसान है कि 1.5 लाख से 50 रुपए में आ गया बेस है। इतना मारूंगा ना अगली बार दिखा कहीं आसपास। एंड दैट इज व्हेन एंड आई टोल्ड हिम दैट कि तू जानता भी है किससे पंगा ले रहा है, तुझे पता है कि मैं फौज में हूँ, फौज में था और तू तभी मैं बकचोदी कर रहा है मेरे साथ। यू नो दैट गाय जस्ट रैन अवे एंड नेक्स्ट डे आई वाज कॉलिंग हिम, हिज नंबर वाज अनअवेलेबल। So that's what is called casting.
You scared him into disconnecting his number.
Casting couched him, I think. I did that. So that was a very funny story. I mean, starting from 1,50,000, you see, Connors, don't go from 1,50,000 to 10 rupees.
And also,
maintain some standards.
And also, it's like you are pretending like you're making a movie. Don't start at 1.5 lakhs. Start at 1.5 crore, and then we negotiate. You can't make a movie for 1.5 lakhs.
No, had he said 1.5 CR, I would have just walked off.
No, obviously, but it's like 1.5 lakhs. It's like $2,000. You can't make a movie with $2,000. That is just a fact of life.
See, I told you she knows a lot about India. Even the budgets.
I know everything.
Nice.
Like my trip to India is costing me more than 1.5 fucking lakhs.
And people want to advertise me for 1.5 lakhs. So bad. At least I should be worth more money. You should tell me like, yeah, 1.5 CR would have been acceptable.
The big Bolly
I would have
boy.
felt happy about being conned.
Yeah, the big Bolly boy should be worth more than Desi Firang.
But I think that, I mean, you know, I just connected to her through Instagram, and that was so amazing.
No,
because
let me rephrase that. He slid into my DMs.
Yes, I did, because I was very intrigued by the kind of post she was making, and I was like, she had a photo. I think you have a photo with the Sardar Pagdi on.
Yeah, more than one.
So yeah, I was like, who is this Desi Firan? Is she Desi or is she Firan? She looks Firan. She behaves Desi. What's wrong with her? So yeah, I did slid into her DM, and it was
the name. There is a hint in the name. I am.
Yeah. I know. But I'm just saying that her contents are really funny, and sometimes it can be. I mean, you can just beep them. So people who follow, I mean, do follow her. You will just love her content, I believe, and. That's when she told me that she was going to come to India, I was really happy to be, you know, featuring in her interviews, because I knew that she would have some interesting questions for me. And
did I?
I just, yeah, you had some good questions and some funny stories I had to tell, and I just enjoyed it. That's really nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And honestly, I'm dead tired, because all day I have been traveling. I had some work. I'm coming from my work just for this interview, because I felt that I need to do this interview, because I felt there was something interesting coming up, and I'm so happy that I just came. But now I'm just going to switch off.
And I have to wake up in 3 hours, and I haven't slept yet.
Yeah,
So
take care.
Bye.
Can I have some water now?
Yeah, it's in the fridge.
So bad. Oh, you have Mountain Dew? Is that from the
Don't touch it. I need that. It has caffeine.
No, I won't touch that, because I think it's going to fucking charge for 10 Mountain Dews.
Oh no, that's fine. It's like I got the Mountain Dew for me.
Then why can't I drink?